Hello, Ray Phoenix here, and this is Captain Commando on the SNES, made by Capcom. I actually played the arcade version of this first, which the arcade version probably gets is a lot better. And it's a lot more difficult too, but this version's on the Super NES, and boy, this is actually a really good game for SNES, for SNES graphics. It's just like the real thing, only it's a lot easier, and you do have limited continues, I guess, which I think they should have gave you unlimited continues, because, you know, if you play in the arcade, you have to put in a recorder in the machine, but of course, this is on the SNES, so you can't just simply put another recorder into the machine, right? You can't just put quarters into your Super NES, unless you want to pretend it's an arcade machine and throw quarters at the arcade machine, or the SNES machine, or whatever it is you're playing, unless you get to make your own arcade machine out of an SNES. I don't know why you do that, why or how you do that, but this is Captain Commando. Yeah, it's basically some kind of superhero in some world that's ruled by crime and criminals. Which, I actually think this is a very good game. It's actually one of the best Capcom games, actually. A lot of people don't even talk about this game a lot. Does Captain Commando ever appear on, like, Marvel vs. Capcom, Capcom vs. SNK? I don't know. I never really play those games very much. I don't know much about who appears and what. But this game is, like I said, I keep saying, this game is very fun. This game kind of does have, like a Marvel Comics kind of vibe to, like, Avengers or X-Men or some Marvel superhero vibe kind of thing. But look, you can light people on fire there. See there, you just completely light some people on fire. At least it's not, that's not the less brutal things about this game, because in the arcade version, you can light people on fire in the arcade version. You can also cut people in half in the arcade version, too. It actually has blood in it, like an abundance of blood in it. But I guess they took out the SNES version, which doesn't really make much sense, because the arcade version, the arcade version was rated T and it had all that violence in it. This version on the SNES is still rated T, and they took all that violence out of it, so what's the point of taking the violence out of it then, if it's still gonna have the same rating? The reason why you take violence out of something or censor something is so it has a lower rating, but if it's going to be the same rating, then you might as well just let it be. You might as well just leave it be, rated whatever it is, rated T. Or well, if it's going to still be rated T, you might as well just leave the violence. Unless Nintendo forced Capcom to make it more, censored. Like what happened with Wolfenstein 3D. We all know about Wolfenstein 3D on the SNES. We all know about that. Where Nintendo forced, what company is that? Was forced id to take out a bunch of stuff from the game. That's what probably happened here. Nintendo probably forced Capcom to take a bunch of violent stuff of the game. They probably said, like, oh no, Super Nintendo, SNES, we all like it. It's supposed to be for kids, so we'll make it more kid-friendly. Yeah, Nintendo probably forced them to do that. Because, Nintendo, the way Nintendo is with censorship, they're always forcing companies to censor their games or make their games more kid or family friendly. Come on, Wolfenstein 3D back then, like, come on. Wolfenstein 3D is not supposed to be kid friendly, nor is Captain Commando. It's not kid friendly, since all the stuff there is supposed to be kid friendly. Then again, a lot of people had SNES. Most people had the SNES for kids. The Sega Genesis is more of the adult-oriented system. And yet, for some strange reason, this game didn't get a release on the Sega Genesis, which I don't know why that is. Unless there is a Genesis version out there that I don't know about. I don't know, correct me if I'm wrong, but I don't think there was a Sega Genesis version of this game. If there was, I'd be playing that one too. But this is, like I said, and there are other Capcom games. It's not like Capcom didn't make any games for the Genesis. Then Street Fighter 2 was on Genesis. There was, Street Fighter 2 was on Genesis. Mega Twins, which was released as Cheeky Boys on the Sega Genesis, released on the Genesis. And there was a Mega Man game that was only released on the Sega Mega Drive in Japan, Europe, and Australia. I believe it was called Mega Man The Wily Wars. It's one of the rarest games ever. It's worth, fortune. It's worth a very large fortune. And it's very rare, too. That's why I just got an emulator ROM of it and played the emulator ROM of it instead of the actual thing. That's why I'm starting to like emulators more. A lot of these games are becoming very expensive, but it's cheap. It's a lot cheaper to get them as emulator ROMs, so yeah, that's exactly why. Why not? Why not just get them as emulator ROMs? It's a lot cheaper, and you can play it in place at the same quality. Of course, you don't always have a good controller. Normally I'd have a keyboard for something like this. Because I don't have a keyboard, well, I do have a keyboard, but I'm not using it right now. I might as well not have a keyboard because I'm playing it on the N64 controller. The PC controller looks like an N64 controller. My friend Arcanine50 lent it to me to play all these games. It works well for this game, but it does feel slightly awkward. But again, as I said in one of my previous videos, it's an N64 controller. N64 controllers are made to play N64 games, nothing else. They're made to play nothing else but N64, so I guess it kind of makes sense in that way. It does work for SNES games, it does work for Sega Genesis, it does work for, even Atari 2600 or Atari stuff, it works all on that, but not for something. It does work on that, but it's not the best. Imagine playing a PS1 game with that N64 controller. That's funny, playing PS1 on N64 controller, that is very funny. Yeah, Capcom definitely is one of the best game manufacturers, best game companies ever. Come on, they gave us Captain Commando, they gave us Mega Man, they gave us Ghosts and Goblins, they gave us Mega Twins, they gave us Eco Fighters, they gave us they gave us Street Fighter games, they gave us all sorts of stuff. I just realized today that Street Fighter 2 is called Street Fighter 2, and yet very few of the venues in that game actually take place on a street. You know, there's one out in a yard somewhere in Thailand that's not a street, there's in Bison's Palace. Again, not a street. There's one at a bar in Spain or someplace that's some cage match in Spain. Again, not a street. And there's one out on some like deck board thing in Brazil. Again, that's not a street. So why is it called Street Fighter 2 then? It should be called World Fighter 2, because you travel the world, or Global Fighter, or Global Dominator Fighter 2, or something like that. That would have been a better title for that game, not Street Fighter 2. And there's other characters in this Captain Commando game as well. There's also Mummy Commando, Ninja Commando, and even Baby Commando. But Captain Commando is the best character of the game. Come on, it's like playing a Batman game and playing as Robin if you choose any of the other characters. Come on, you play a Batman game to play as Batman. You play a Captain Commando game, so you can play as Captain Commando. Actually, I'm kind of surprised that this game didn't have any sequels. I mean, Final Fight got a bunch of sequels, but this game, not so much. No one seems to care about Captain Commando as much. It is a really good game. I rather enjoyed it. I quite enjoyed it. It's really fun. It's really fun and entertaining. And yeah, just like in Street Fight, sorry, not Street Fight, just like in Final Fight 2 or Final Fight or solid sequels and Streets of Rage. With Streets of Rage was the same thing. The first one was good, but the second one was significantly better. Not necessarily the case for Final Fight, but you eat food that you find lying around the ground. I just picked up a ray gun. Gonna shoot at that samurai guy. You shoot the samurai with the ray gun. It's almost like a phaser kind of weapon. It's very slow, it doesn't do much damage. That gun kind of sucks. Why do I even bother putting in there? It's just a hinder your progress. That's the only real reason why they put stuff like that in this game. Come on, flaming M's easier. Flame on, baby. Yeah, burning stuff is easier. Come on, since no one's anything else, you know. So we're in some kind of dojo place, and look at that, ninjas. You have to fight the ninjas. A lot of video games seem to have ninjas in them. Spyro 3 had ninjas in them. Spyro Enter the Dragonfly had ninjas in them. Ape Escape 3 had ninjas in them. And then Namco even made a PS2 game, PS2, Xbox, and GameCube game called I Ninja. So, yeah, even Ratchet and Clank games seem to have ninjas in them. Let's see if there were video games and ninjas. A lot of video games. Even Sega made a whole series called Shinobi, where you play as a ninja, essentially, so, yeah. I'll make videos of that. I might make videos of Shinobi eventually on the Sega Genesis. I'm not the biggest fan of Shinobi. I know Mark from Classic Gamer is the biggest fan of Shinobi on the Sega Genesis. They even made a pirated version on the NES, I think, by, you know, it was pirated, unlicensed NES games. I haven't really heard much from pirated games. They were back in YouTube a long time ago, and I'd constantly watch pirated game videos, or people are constantly uploading videos of pirated video games. I don't really see that much anymore nowadays. Pirated games. I remember So Mario was one of them. It was like Sonic the Hedgehog on the NES, but you played as Mario for some reason, and it had like crappy music and crappy gameplay. And there was Sonic the Hedgehog on the NES. It might even be, and there was even something like Super Mario Brothers on Sega Genesis. Yeah, I remember pirated games. Look at this, it's like a tournament arena where you have to fight that thing. That thing would cut yourself in, Yamato is what it's called, would cut yourself in half in the arcade version. And it would be blood dripping from it too, but not in this version, no, because this is a family-friendly version. It's almost like Mortal Kombat without the fatalities. Mortal Kombat without blood and fatalities is like non-alcoholic beer, almost. But then again, as I keep saying, Capcom was probably forced to censor this by Nintendo. Probably wasn't their decision. That's what I'm going to think, especially based on what Nintendo did with Wolfenstein 3D, as I mentioned earlier. But then again, I don't think Doom was censored as much as Doom censored. I never played Doom on the SNES, so I wouldn't know. A lot of other games aren't really prone to censorship as much, especially games from the SNES. Even in Sega, a lot of Sega Genesis games had more violence in them than SNES. That's how it kind of was. So, that's it for now. This is Ray Phoenix, signing out.